Yo, dog. It's your boy, Adonis the Don. And I'm back here again. My sister just got on my page and she was asking me, well, how do she find a good man? We got on this thing again about worth. Because for some reason worth is the main thing that women always try to say when it comes to them dating someone and why they don't have someone. A lot of them love to say they're not settling. You will find a chick who literally has 3 baby daddies, 4 kids, and she will be posting shit that she's not selling. You've settled 4 times, obviously. But now that you've been settled up, you want to try to come to the next man and you're not settling. So I want to know, what do a chick with 4 kids by 2 or 3 different dudes expect to get? Because I'm not saying that you won't find niggas who will fuck you, who won't date you. But what type of niggas you think you actually gonna have? You can get any nigga to fuck you. What niggas you actually think gonna truly date you when you have that kind of shit going on? Really? You can get, and a lot of women don't understand this. A man who's dating you and a man who's fucking you are 2 different things. I don't think any of you women recognize that yet. You know, you figure since the dude come over, buy you something every now and then, and hang around your house for a couple hours, that you and him dating. No, this guy is probably not going to change his relationship status on Facebook because of you. And for the guys who do these things, I like to see their background. It just ain't too many guys. There's some. But I like you to take a look at the guys that you could have dated in high school. And then I want you to go around and I want you to have 3 kids by 2 or 3 different dudes. And then I want you to see the caliber guys who actually try to be with you from that point on out. And I'm talking about the fine girls, because y'all busted ass, funny looking, bad built ass girls are gonna probably give some niggas who look crazy with some bad looking dreads in his head. I'm not talking about y'all type of women. Y'all don't even count in this factor, because you'll be the first ones who respond about these type of dudes. I get my man and all that good shit right there. You know what I'm saying? When you have dudes who like they fresh out of jail with tattoos on their face and head and forehead and shit, so you don't count. I'm talking about your women who actually look good, look worth something. How come you never see them type of women with 4 or more kids, with 3 or more kids, actually married to someone and they instead of screaming they not settling? I don't think anybody's settling for y'all, because you've been fucked over so much. You're kind of scarred. You're scarred for life, maybe. By the time you find a man and get married, you probably throw up in a man's face like mine in the future that women can get married and shit like that. But at 30 years old, I doubt it. Most women who get married, they got 3 or 4 kids, usually get married, 3 or 4 kids by another nigga now. Usually get married in their 40s and 50s. Now why? Because your kids are pretty much grown and out the house now. So it's like you're brand new all over again. And the man who you're marrying, he's 40 and 50 years old, so he don't have long left anyway. The way he look at it, the average man dies at, 55? So hell, why not get married at 50 and deal with you for the next 5 years of my life? You know, that sounded bad and fucked up. Realize your worth isn't what your career you have. That helps. That helps a lot. But your overall worth is all of those things combined. You can't run around here with 3 or 4 kids by 2 or 3 different niggas and think you're worth just as much from day one when you had no kids. I don't give a fuck what kind of career you have. You're not Oprah Winfrey with Oprah Winfrey's money. You run around here with $50,000 a year with that many kids. I'm splitting the bill, and I'm pretty much gonna say you really make $20,000, because now I know you have at least a 3 or 4 bedroom apartment or house, so I know you spend at least $800, $900 a month on rent, at least. You're gonna fucking probably be driving around here in a motherfucking minivan or a charter or some shit, because all them kids ain't fitting in a small Honda. You know what I'm saying? So that right there's gonna throw off the program too. I gotta look at the fact that if I do date you, you know what I'm saying? Because I did the math on this, and see, can I find my papers? Remember, don't drive like this at home. There we go. Okay, if I date a woman who has 1 kid, and now keep in mind I have a son too, so my worth isn't as high as it used to be. But let's say if I dated a woman who already has a kid, chances are when me and her go to McDonald's, and these kids are going to be teenagers one day, when me and her go to McDonald's and my 10-year-old son, which he's on 4 now, but I'm just going for the future, my 10-year-old son, her 10-year-old son, me and her, we already spending $38.52 at McDonald's just for us now. Now let's say if she have 3, 4 kids, and I have a son, Now we're at the total of $62.19 when we go to McDonald's. What type of man is want to spend $62.19 when you go to McDonald's? And if, let's say I want to marry her, I went from having, like now I have a 3-bedroom house. If I marry a woman that has 3 or 4 kids, now I have to go get a fucking castle and shit just to make the difference up. I don't even think I want to date a woman who has that many kids anyway. For the simple fact, chances are she probably got somebody on child support. And I just don't trust women who have other men on child support unless I talk to the man or get to know what type of nigga she was dealing with to know the situation as a whole. So this really going to my sister. You have no kids. Your worth is at its highest right now. With no kids, you call the shots right now. You come home, you come and go as you please. You don't have daycare. You don't have to have anyone saying, well, can you watch my kids tonight? I can't come over tonight because my kids are not asleep. You don't have to, no man who deals with you have to deal with that shit. And men actually take that shit inside them, knowing that if you have no kids, that I don't have to worry about her saying she got to find a babysitter tonight. I don't have to worry about her saying, well, my kids are still woke. You can't come over right now. I don't have to worry about people knocking on her door saying, mama, can you give me something to eat while I'm trying to fuck her? Men actually think about that shit when they deal with a woman with kids or no kids, you know? So your worth is at its highest right now. So I would tell you not to deal with a man who has kids already, because the same thing goes. You one day have to be their stepmama if you really like this guy, and you have to deal with the woman who he's dealing with. Insecurity is already in this world. That's just another thing you have to deal with. So your worth goes down when you have kids, and the quicker we start realizing that, maybe we'll realize that we're not worth the same we were when we first came out of high school and we were fresh. We fucked up, true enough, but a fuck up deserves a penalty. People who murder people ain't worth the same from when they first didn't murder anybody. They are down in society now. People who rape people are down in society. These are mistakes they made before too, but their life has totally took a turn now because of some fucked up shit they did. People who steal, life takes a turn when they get caught. That's just how it goes. When you fuck up, you saying I fucked up and that's my past does not give you the right to feel like you're still worth the same from the day before you fucked up. When you fuck up and have kids, you're worth less. Bottom line. Worth less than you was from before you had that kid. You might want to think about that. Brittany, my sister, love you to death. Take your time. Niggas ain't shit. As long as you ain't running around having kids about niggas who ain't shit, because ain't too many of them shit, you call all the shots. P.S. If you have any questions, if you feel like you want to comment and ask me a question about something and you feel like you want to challenge me, I challenge you to say anything to me about this stuff. I'm not going to try to make you feel stupid or anything like that. You might do that to yourself, but I ain't going to aim to do that. My answers might make you feel stupid, but you ask the question. You know, leave a comment, reply, or anything like that, and I will address it, you know. Thank you.